This is Josh Sibley, head scout with Louisiana Gridiron Football. I'm joined today with Mark Coppola, athlete from University High. So Mark, tell me about yourself.
I'm a defensive end and offensive tackle at University High. I'm getting recruited as a linebacker at the next level. I'll be a four-year letterman there at U High. I wear number 51, and I'm just getting excited for we won a state championship last year, and I was able to finish first team all district, which is a great honor. So hopefully we can repeat the great season we had last year, and hopefully I can enjoy some more success on the field with my team.
Tell me about your last season. How did that go?
Oh, it was incredible. And people didn't really expect it from us, which was an even greater feeling when we did accomplish what we did. Knocking off four state champions or eventual state champions, and during the regular season, which is something really incredible to accomplish. So, going 13-0 and beating teams like we did, it was and beating really quality opponents that we played. So. It was just incredible, and hopefully we can put the work in and stay focused to get another one this year.
Max Preps has you preseason ranked number 10. How does that feel?
It's an incredible feeling, and it's a testament to all the hard work we put in, and all the extra days and all the running we do in the summer. That like as we're going through it right now, it's real grueling and tough, but it definitely pays off. Pays off, and we can see that. Our main focus is win the state championships, but all the extra stuff that comes with it is just icing on the cake.
What drives you to play football?
I've played football since I was little. I kind of bounced around sports when I was little, not really sure what I wanted to do, but football is just from the first snap I took, it was something that I love. The physicality of the game and how hard you have to prepare to play it. You can't just walk out and play a football game. It takes at least a week of preparation for each opponent, and it's a very physical, high-paced game, and it's a good reflection on life. How things get tough, but you have to push through, and things like that happen in football games. And so I really enjoy playing football, and I've been playing since I was young. So
during your week of preparedness, what are you normally doing?
It starts on a Sunday for us after a Friday night football game, so we usually have Saturday to recover and take care of any injuries or anything like that occurred. But Sunday starts with film from the last game, where can we improve, and looking forward to our next opponent. Things that we need to focus on the week of practice. And the film never stops. It's all the way up into the game. It's even in the locker room before the game minutes, before we have to get dressed, we're still watching film and sharpening up each of our keys for the game. The first 3 days of practice of the week is it's pretty physical and getting our bodies prepared physically. But Thursday's a day before a game it's not as much physical. It's more of a mental, getting locked in for the game, which really helps and get us ready for Friday nights.
What would your teammates say about you?
About me, I think that they would describe me, as one of the leaders on the team, which I take a lot of pride in. I have a lot of experience playing high school football now, which I'm grateful for being given an opportunity and take opportunities as a freshman and a sophomore to play. So I've tried to use my experiences to help some of the younger guys on the team, or some of the guys that haven't played a whole lot. Because in the end that helps the team as a whole. If we can have guys that aren't necessarily the stars of the team, but are making great plays as role players on the team, and doing things to help the team out. So I think they would describe me as a leader, which is what I take the most pride in. Being a leader on a great team like UHI. They probably describe me as a hard worker because I'm there day in and day out. Never cutting reps or anything like that. Always trying to encourage the team to get through things. So those are two things that are kind of intangibles that you can't really measure, with a 40-yard dash or how much you can bench press. But it's things that I take a lot of pride in and mean the most to me. So.
Tell a college coach that he's getting from you.
Well, he's going to get a guy with a lot of production and a lot of experience as a football player. Since I have been lettered as a freshman at UI, which is the premier program in the state of Louisiana and in the country. We have one from our coaches and from the administration down. They give a lot of support to our program and help us develop us into great players and a great team. So they get a guy that's used to the big stage or the big atmosphere, because we play a lot of great opponents during the year, and we play in a great atmosphere. We get a guy that's hard working, that's going to do whatever he needs for the team. So just because we had talked about it. I was playing a lot of defense my freshman and sophomore year. That was kind of my main staple as a player, was on the defense side of the ball. Well, this year, on injuries and just different things that the team needs me to play offense, and so that's what I'm gonna do it. It took me a little bit growing up, but I understand that this is what the team needs, so this is what I need to do, which to help the team win.
So definitely a team player.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So tell us about that experience this past season, switching from defense to offense. How did that go?
It was definitely a difficult transition. At least on the defensive side of the ball, I got to go against offensive linemen, so I know what defensive linemen, what as a defensive lineman that I look for in offensive linemen. So that kind of helped me a little bit, because I play against the position, But it's definitely it's a lot different. It's a very difficult position, and it took a lot of help from my coaches. Just after every rep at practice, going over the sideline, hey coach, how can I fix this, or how can I make this play better? Especially being, because I'm definitely undersized, being a left tackle, even in high school. But just different. I have to really hone in on my technique and my footwork, and knowing exactly where I need to be each play to really help me have success on the field. So.
Okay. Has your success on the field led over into the classroom? Have you noticed that you become a better student, or I'm sure you've always been a great student, but
yes, sir. Thankfully, I've always been a pretty good student. I get a lot of pressure from my parents, to not necessarily pressure, but they expect a lot out of me, and I try to give them everything I can. So this past year, I finished with a 4.4 GPA, which I'm great. Thank you. I'm extremely proud of. I'm retaking my ACT in July. I currently have a 27. I'm hoping to push into the 30s. So it's something that I take a lot of pride in, because I know one day, unfortunately, football is going to end for me. So I need something that I can focus my life on.
What's it like working out with Marlon Favorite, Super Bowl champion? And what drills have you learned from him?
Coach Marlon has definitely elevated my game as a football player. Not only physically, but definitely mentally, and my technique has definitely gone up working with him. There's just certain things that certain tricks and trades that he learned through his experiences, because Coach Favorite's a Super Bowl champion and a national champion. And he's played some big time football, and he knows different things to help people like me out, which I really appreciate. And Coach Favorite always talks to me, keeping he calls it tunnel vision, and keep staying focused, because for a while my recruitment wasn't really picking up, and I was struggling as a player. But he says the horses in the Kentucky Derby puts blinders on, so they can't see what's on the outside. He says that's exactly what I need to do, and just focus on the task at hand, and not worry about any of the outside noise, which is really helpful.
Speaking of noise, that ring just hit the table. Tell me a little bit about that ring.
Oh, it's a lot of hard work, and I take a lot of pride in that ring. There's tons of hours of work and preparation put into that, and it wasn't easy. We beat a lot of very, very quality opponents on the way there, and it's something that I'll have forever. It's something to remind me how hard I worked, and how we came together as a team. And I was able to be a main contributor for that, which it's always going to mean something to me. So.
Tell me about your recruiting process. How's that been?
Well, my recruiting process was sort of slow, my first few years, and recently it has gained a little bit of steam, which I picked up my first offer a couple weeks ago in the spring from Graceland University. It's an NAIA school in Iowa. I'm very fortunate for them to extend an offer for me. It's always tough to get the first one, but I've been in contact with many coaches, and I'm really excited with what they have to say. Hopefully, there's a great program that I fit for, and they're a great fit for me that I'll be able to sign for next year.
Are you excited about playing in our bowl game in December?
Yes, I'm very excited. It was quite an honor to be invited. I know there's going to be a lot of great talent from around the state there, so it's going to be very fun to be a great atmosphere. 16
linebackers from around the state have been invited, and you're one of them. Because of your athleticism, how does that make you feel?
It definitely makes me feel great, especially since I don't have a whole lot of tape there. I need to play wherever my team needs me, but just for y'all to recognize, the type of player I am and the potential I have, especially as an athlete, it definitely means a lot to me, and I'm very excited for the opportunity, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you have any idea where you would like to go to school?
There's been a lot of great schools in contact with me, and anywhere I could play football and get a great education would be an absolute blessing. Probably the top of my list there would be the military academies, which my father served in the military, and I have a long family history of military service, which it'd be a great honor to serve my country. And also the Ivy League, the prestige academics they have over there, it'd be incredible to be able to receive a degree from them. But any school that wants to take a chance on me and feels like I could be a part of their program, I'm very grateful for, and I'd definitely be interested in attending. So.
On those lines, we're Louisiana grad. I'd like to thank you for that. It is a veteran-owned company. I'm a veteran. Our owner's a veteran. Our director of marketing is a veteran as well. So thank you.
Well, I want to thank all of y'all for y'all service. It takes a very special person to stand up and want to serve their country, and it takes incredible men and women like y'all to see that. So I want to thank y'all, and I want to thank Gridiron Football, for all the help they have with my recruitment. I may not be the big star, but they're definitely helping, trying to push me out to coaches and show that I can be the football player for their program. So I want to thank y'all for that.
If you like this video, and if you like the interview we just did with Mark, please subscribe below. If you'd like to see other interviews, please subscribe to the magazine. Thank you.